The Omega stage in the Shadow Dragons event is finally here. It comes with two category missions. One is full power, the other is final trump card. We are taking on full power today. This is, as usual, an ultimate showcase. So defense stats will be showing, as well as damage reduction where it's applicable. I've kind of made adjustments to the UI so that not only does the defense show, but if a unit has damage reduction, that'll also show live or in real time, I should say, as the unit super attacks. Now, we could have brought, obviously, a team led by the full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I chose not to go that direction, even though obviously all these units would be under that leader skill. I was actually kind of in a position where I'd prefer to have two World Tournament Gokus, especially once we get that revive off for the tech Super Saiyan Goku there. That way there'll be just too many units having guard, and I just wanted to go that direction. But we're obviously lining my Goku up, the leader here, with a whole lot of shots from Omega in this first phase. Now, what I've found is I haven't played this event too much. I had a couple of trial runs before this, and I've had a couple of failed runs with the other category mission for Final Trump Card, is that this first phase is tanky. It also can be debuffed, as you saw there. We're going to take a super attack here, but with guard, a little bit of his passive and some damage reduction that we've applied ourselves to the enemy in terms of debuffing his attack. We obviously didn't take too much. We struggled for Ki a little bit here with Gohan, so he's not going to get a chance to do an additional to his passive, though that normal is from his hidden potential. The way we're going to set up, once everything kind of settles down and once we get on the plane there, we're going to try and run Birdku, is what I'm going to refer to the tech Super Saiyan Goku as. We're going to run him on rotation with the AGL Super Saiyan Gohan. They will link 7 out of 7 links, so that'll be really nice. Obviously, the revive with Goku. Now, we're probably looking at a little bit of danger with anyone more than with one unit more than anyone would be with the Super Saiyan Gohan. Unfortunately, he can't transform, and he loses his guard when we enter the turn under 59% HP. So, with this event, given how hard the boss can hit certain enemies, especially if you don't have type advantage, that's probably not that difficult to fall under that HP threshold. Though we have a pretty stacked team, all things considered. It doesn't flow as perfectly as I'd like. Full power still leaves a little bit to be desired, especially when you are against a boss that's really quite threatening. But we're floating the Super Saiyan 4 Goku off to meet ultimately Gohan, which will be the rotation on the other side of things. So right there, 4 mil and 300k defense. He kicks off alright. I mean, he stacks probably a little bit more slowly than you might like. Greatly raises might have done him a little bit better. See, there's the damage reduction, by the way. If you were keen-eyed there, the 20% showing for Piccolo. It'll also show for Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who's going to attack next. So as you can see, 6 mil, 250k defense, and then the 20% damage reduction. He would have an extra 20% if he was in slot 1. Unfortunately, he's not, but there's the additional there. This animation, so good. It's really disappointing that this unit doesn't have additionals built into his kit. I don't understand why they make LRs, who obviously have an 18 key and a 12 key animation to work with. It boggles my mind that they don't give them built-in additionals for every LR, so that we get a built-in chance to see their animations more regularly. But I'm just trying to count those attacks there behind World Tournament Goku. I think he took 6 last turn. It looks like another 6 stacked up there behind him. So he should be fully built after this turn. 9.5 mil and over 600k defense. This is only the second attack that Gohan has performed that counts towards his passive. Obviously, his intro is still active. That's why he's already hitting 1 mil. And he's 3 out of the 5 attacks needed currently. He can do a third, as he does, but unfortunately that's a normal. So he's 2 attacks away from being fully built. Unfortunately, we won't get to see him hitting any really high numbers there, since his intro will have worn off after the end of this turn. We've got one. Unfortunately, this Goku as well doesn't raise defense on Super, but I mean, he's already at 700k after all those hits from the last turn, and he's not even fully built up. So he should be alright. He'll have one more turn after this appearance with his temporary passive buff that he gets for 5 turns. I think it's the 100 and... He's got 2 buffs. It's 150% and then 101%, I think it is. I think it's the 101 that wears off after after the 5 turns. Gohan's just done an additional here, and he gets the 3rd he does. So that's as much as he can stack, and like Birdcoo, probably stacks a little bit slowly. But with the additionals built in, which unfortunately, even if Birdcoo had them, wouldn't count towards stacking anyway, Gohan can kind of get there pretty quickly. This is the final turn of Piccolo's passive. Now, one thing we're going to try and work with a little bit with Piccolo, especially in the AoE phases, is his ki support. So obviously he supports the rotation for 2 ki after he takes a hit, knowing that we're taking a hit there in the first slot. By the way, this phase disables dodging, so you don't have to worry about that too much. So yeah, we're relying on that 2 ki support there to pump up Birdcoo over the 18 ki threshold. So that way we can jimmy our orbs around a little bit more conveniently for the next rotation. I think this is the final hit that Piccolo needs. He only took 1 last turn. This is the 4th this turn. So he will be fully built up leading into the first turn of his introless passive, I guess. Second stack for Birdcoo, probably a little bit less impressive than you might think otherwise. Even though he got his second stack, he obviously gets a whole lot of defense from taking a shot prior to attacking. So that's kind of an important thing. Now, the reason we're running this rotation as well, this Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Ultimate Gohan rotation, is it doesn't do much for Goku. Unfortunately, it's shocking speed, fierce battle, and legendary power, as you see there. However, Gohan obviously wants that shocking speed for a little bit of extra ki. But with the Goku, the 23rd World Tournament Goku floating around, you get all in the family and Infighter as well. Look at that, 8 mil, 700k defense, was it? I think it was 700k, and then the 40% damage reduction. He's safe as houses. Keep in mind when this Goku's got so much going on, the things you want, and the reason his defense was that much higher then is because his Ultra Super is a stack of defense that lasts 4 turns. So even though he floated him, that stack remains for this turn. You build onto that stack, obviously, which will carry over, but it'll obviously, it's one of those things where it expires and then stacks on itself. But Gohan here is just cutting sick at the moment. That's his triple super, 10 mil and 1.23 mil defense. Fully built up now. Obviously getting those greatly raising defense stacks as well. Even though they only last 1 turn, they're more than enough to keep him nice and safe there. As you can see, even with type disadvantage, he went from taking over 100k damage to dodging a super, because that's how I built him, and I'm very glad that happened. I would imagine we'd have been killed then. 1.2 odd, what was it? 1.24 mil defense. Yeah, World Tournament Goku's fully built there. I'm not sure what the super attack power of this phase of Omega is, though. Even if it's 1 mil, double that to make it 2 mil because of type disadvantage, he still probably would have taken like 800k damage, I'd imagine. Not 100% sure about that, but yeah, I think that's how it would roughly work out if indeed the super attack power of STR Omega here is that high. Now, this is what I was talking about with Piccolo's ki support as well, by the way. We didn't get the 18 ki with Gohan there in the middle, but because there's an area of effect attack coming after this one, Piccolo will support, boosting Gohan up to the 18 ki threshold. So as you go there, boom, and there goes Gohan there with 18 ki. So we'll get the Ultra Super, which will be nice. I mean, it doesn't really matter. He stacks defense at the same rate, whether it's 18 or 12 ki. His additional that is built into his passive is, along with his guard, at over 59% or 58%, sorry, at the start of the turn. He's done his additional there, and then the third attack. So 500k damage. 500k defense is looking pretty good. He is looking pretty good now. He got what, 6 stacks total in 2 turns. Even though we floated him, he's doing pretty good. 8.5 mil, 700k defense, 20% damage reduction. Piccolo's just going to float around. He's just going to do his thing. We might be in a little bit of trouble considering the next phase is int. So if he got supered, he might be in a little bit of trouble. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen. But for normals, I think he should be pretty fine. He's going to take a super here though. Type neutral. Bang, 400k. Yeah, we're definitely dead next phase if he takes a super. Unless, of course, we don't heal with anyone in the next 2 turns, which we're going to, because we're going to get the standby for Goku anyway. But Piccolo has now taken 7 shots. So if we are there under 50... No, what is it? Under 30% HP, and Piccolo comes onto turn, he will heal us up fully and add an extra 30% damage reduction. He goes from being just the greatest to the absolute legendary status. He's crazy. And this standby, by the way, is going to make everyone look extra juicy. So make sure you're paying attention to those defense stats, because everyone's getting 70% damage reduction for... Sorry, 70% defense for 2 turns. So that up jumps Gohan there to the over 600k defense prior to super attacking. We're going to get the 24 key as well. So he's going to be kind of pushing his max here. The only way to be better is having someone like Bulma on the other rotation and someone like Yajirobe floating around, but Oob's not going to take anything here. Type orbs, I just kind of threw those stats on screen there. Type orbs give you damage reduction for Oob, so we got 7 type orbs, hence the 70% damage reduction. 14 mil, 900, was that 900k defense? I was just looking at that attack stat, it was just too juicy. Bang, no additional, oh, he gets a hidden potential, so yeah, 10 mil and 12 mil, 1.2 mil defense, so yeah, crazy. I wish that was a triple, I really do. But look how he shreds the HP as well once he's effective versus all type. Oh, that's the friend. So the friend wouldn't be fully built yet. And I'm looking at that HP, and it's very, very tight. Very close to 58%, I think. So luckily, for Gohan's sake, he'll have type advantage. Whether or not he's got the guard, it doesn't really matter. However, for the bird coup part of that rotation, if we are under that threshold, which I think we are, the revive will be on. It is on, so we are under 59% HP. 59% for Goku and 58% for Gohan. So, I mean, chances are we could be like, Gohan could technically still have his guard if we are at 59%. Now, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works, whether we can get between those percentages or not. But we're going to get the heal. So we're going to stack with Goku at the very least. I'm not sure how he's going to take normals here. 400k defense. Again, he's getting support from Oob on the other rotations. That's making him look a little bit better because he hasn't been hit yet, which gives him obviously that extra little bit. Oh, he's going to take a super. He's dead. Okay, cool. Here's the revive. This is good, actually. This is perfect timing. He took a whole lot of damage there, obviously. And here are these premium animations. I love this. It's really, really good. But yeah, so now World Tournament Goku, both the friend and the leader, have guaranteed guard, an extra super attack, and an extra 150% attack and defense in phase 1 of their passive. If you're not sure what I mean by phase 1 and phase 2 of their passives, as I talk about defense especially, go check out my tutorial for how to calculate defense. It'll give you a better understanding. I kind of went in depth. I hope I covered everything, but so yeah, that's the beauty. And obviously Birdku himself now is guaranteed guard, and I think it's a high chance of a critical hit. So here comes the man himself, full power Super Saiyan. What is it? Super full power Saiyan 4 Goku, I think is the technical name, but full power Super Saiyan 4 is what we're going to call him, or what most people call him anyway. But talking of premium animations, this is just okay. So jimmying the key around is probably the go here. We're going to get to just under the 20 key threshold for Gohan, which is what's needed for the additional. However, there is an area of effect attack, as we were talking about with Piccolo, prior to Gohan attacking. So once Piccolo takes that shot, providing he doesn't dodge it, obviously, Gohan will be at over 20 key. Now, I've added a little bit of an extra UI thing for the Dokkan attack, so we can see their attack, defense, and damage reduction stats on screen. I've made them nice and big, because otherwise they don't show the little the stat wheel thing that they usually do on a Dokkan attack, or on a normal attack on a Dokkan attack. So there you go, 15 mil, 700k defense, 50% damage reduction, guaranteed crits, and guard. I mean, Goku with 3 out of 7 links as well, with almost, what, he's got, I don't know, he's got at least 4 key and all kinds of attack and defense left on the table from the links not being active, and 12 mil, 600k defense from Gohan. So that's pretty much what he's going to, that's actually probably his lowest point at an 18 key super there, especially for defense, because we're not getting the All in the Family link, which is a 20% defense link. Piccolo doesn't have it. Obviously the World Tournament Gokus do, who will be floating around for Gohan's next 2 appearances. Now, I think we'll just get the stack. I don't think we need to use the active skill right now. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We don't have any supports on this team that are gonna give us any more power. Probably could have used it here, but I don't think it matters. Gohan will have his guard because we healed enough last turn with the standby coming active and then all the key that we got anyway. Bang. So he was taking a tiny bit of damage then, but obviously that boost from taking that first shot is all that he needed to make sure that he was tanking. There he is at 630k. So yeah, he can only go up from there, providing he's getting his attacks in. So if we get supered prior to taking a shot, we still might be in a little bit of trouble, possibly. 670k. That's pretty good. We're going all right. His additionals have dried up a little bit. Oh, here we go. We're taking a super with him. Now, he'll have guard, so you can expect the tiniest bit more damage on Bird Coup than what Gohan would take here. Then, okay, we're fine. We're fine. As long as he takes that shot prior to attacking. But here goes Goku. Now, Goku has that... Oh, he's going to be crazy now. Unfortunately, that 5-turn passive is worn off. Otherwise, he'd be absolutely mental. So there's a second super. Nearly 700k defense. Just over 5 mil attack. But we are effective versus all types. So this is just a leader Goku. Much like the full power Goku as well. Not a whole lot of links. A lot of power left on the table. But they're just floating around doing their thing. And the friend, as you can see there, hasn't even fully built up yet. And with guaranteed guard, we can just make sure that we're building all that defense. Because he has those... He has 2 different forms of build up. He needs to take 10 shots to build 10% attack and defense up to 100%. But then he needs to activate guard 5 times for defense 20% up to 100 as well. Is that enough key? Yeah. No, it's not. So what we're going to do, seeing as that's not going to get us to the 20 key threshold to get the additional, we're going to pop the active skill. And the reason we're doing that is because temporarily an active skill pumps you up to maximum key. No matter what you are, you get your... If you're doing an active skill attack, it pumps you up to maximum key. So technically, Gohan is at 24 key right now, even though he'll dial it back down after the active skill has finished playing. Even if we get the 18 key super, he still is going to be effective versus all types, and he's still going to have that great chance for an additional super attack because his key has already temporarily been raised thanks to the active skill. So World Tournament Goku here, what's his defense at? So 560, 490, and 932k defense with guaranteed guard. Oh, he's crazy. 15 mil, 870k, 50% damage reduction. Woo, go off. Such a good, like, I mean, I know he hasn't got too many links active, but look how good he is as just that slot 1 partner to make Gohan look even better. 13 mil, 740k defense. He's just doing his thing. He's got all... You know, he's not that 24 key, which is unfortunate, but thanks to the active skill, there's the additional 10 mil and 980k defense. Just putting in the shift. It's really good to see. I like this Gohan a lot. If we get a Beast Gohan for anniversary, for the 9th anniversary, which is, I think, very high on everyone's wish list and hasn't been ruled out just yet at the time of recording. We're at the 19th of January right now. We could see at any moment what the anniversaries are, and hopefully it's a Beast Gohan for this guy. Obviously needs to be a slot 1 unit, but yeah, he's crazy. He's so good. This World Tournament Goku as well. Bang. Effective versus all types. 7.8 mil, 900k defense. It's his second super. He builds attack only on super, by the way. Bang. 8.4. I think he's got 1 more in him. He does. He's got 9 mil and 930. I mean, as you can tell, his defense doesn't raise on super, which is a shame, but clearly he doesn't need it. It's just a shame when units lowered defense with their super attack effect, because that really impacts units like World Tournament Goku with who don't have super attack modifiers for defense. That really stings them. Alright, I think it's time to use the active skill for Bird Coup. Yeah, why not? Max links, they're all active. We'll pop that. Unfortunately, that means we're going to action break, so we won't get that defense raise before attacking, so we won't get to see what his defense really would be like. But, I mean, as long as we don't take a super straight away, we should be okay. But still, an extra stack will help us. Well, let's give him 24 key. A little bit of key there for Gohan. I'll do that so that we can get. We don't have any area of effect attacks, unfortunately, prior to Piccolo attacking. So he won't be able to help himself in that regard. So it's only going to be a 12 key super for him. So what's Goku at here? Bang, 450k defense, guaranteed guard, and he raises it by 59% when he gets hit here. So if we took a super there, we'd be safe after being hit. I'm not sure how we'd go prior to. But this Gohan here is up over 700k defense as well. He's going real good. Oh no, okay, he's getting super attacked again. We survived last time, so this will be easy. It'll just be less damage than last time, really. Yeah, by what, 40k? Something like that. And here's Piccolo, 6.2, nearly 800k defense with 20% damage reduction. Yeah, like I said, the only way we die with him is if he gets supered. He's fine otherwise, and having already taken the super, we are a-okay to go. Obviously would have been a bit of a catch-22 if we came into this rotation under 50%, under 30% HP. We would have got the extra damage reduction here with Piccolo, but it still would have left Gohan without his guard. So I'll do that because that's going to give us max key pretty much anyway, and we'll leave those 6 orbs for Ultimate Gohan. It's only an 18 key super, unfortunately, so no additional built in this turn. But all those links, all bar Saiyan Warrior Race and Kamehameha, and we'll heal that up there with the friend. We're getting very close to the end here. So this is nice, smooth, no item run. Obviously, it's probably worth bringing items if you're trying to complete these missions. There's no harm in doing that at all. I'll probably have to do that for the final trump card mission, I would imagine. Oh, there's the additional 8.49 mil. 10 mil defense, 1 mil defense and 50% damage reduction. And this animation, I don't get to see it enough. Oh, it's so cool. I just wish there was. Oh, here we go. He's gonna get supered now. This is his best defensively, actually. I don't think it gets better than this. And he's tanking as if it matters. 13 mil, 740k. Hopefully we get the hidden potential additional just for the extra style points. Bang. We don't. We get the hidden potential normal. So this will be the end. World Tournament Goku here will wrap things up really nicely with 7 mil and 9.7 mil. 970k defense. So that's the full power team, guys. That's what I've used to complete this mission. This is actually my first clear of this event as well. I really, really like this event. I'm glad it's finally out. I think I'll use it as a playground for a lot of showcases. Let me know how you guys went, what team you built for the full power mission. If you want to find me to chat, there's Discord, Instagram, and Twitter. If you want to support me, you can subscribe on Ko-Fi. That would be greatly appreciated. Or just subscribe here and like the video and share it with your mates. I appreciate that as well. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.